Once a giant, always a giant. For me, it's only a giant.
So check it out. The D6 Squad has merch now. We got hoodies, tees, mugs, whatever you need. Check it out. Link in the description. What's going on YouTube? Diggy546. Definitely hit that subscribe button if you're new. Like the video if you like the video. And I won't tell if you click that bell. But let's go ahead and get into this. So the debate started off this year with Russell Wilson being far away the MVP, which happens every year. I feel bad for Russ at this point. It's sad. He usually gets off to a really hot start, and then he kind of falls off, and I think he's pretty much out of that conversation. Tom Brady got into that conversation around mid-season. Kyler Murray came into it. Josh Allen came into the conversation. But at the end of the year, it's come down to two guys, Aaron Rodgers, Patrick Mahomes. And I think these two this is a much bigger debate than just 2020. I think these two are really connected because Aaron Rodgers comes out, he sits 3 years under Brett Favre. He comes out, he's throwing for 4,000 yards. He's throwing for a bunch of touchdowns, no interceptions. He's throwing it off of his back foot. He's falling down, throwing it 60 yards, in the tight windows. He's running around like a crazy person, but he's still throwing accurate passes, sidearm, all kinds of different platforms. And then you have Mahomes coming out. He's doing the same thing. He's like throwing it with his left hand. It's just crazy football to watch. Both of these two quarterbacks are creative. They're like game creators, like they're playmakers. They're not the most athletic, but they're both athletic enough to move around and make people miss and make incredible throws. They both have rocket arms. I think Mahomes' arm is a little bit stronger though. Aaron Rodgers probably a couple of years ago was faster than what Mahomes is now. Both of these quarterbacks have been exciting to watch, and both of these quarterbacks within 2-3 years of them playing are getting considerations for being the greatest quarterback of all time or the best thrower of the football of all time. So this is a really heated kind of matchup. This is not just a 2020 thing. This is going to be historically a great comparison. Aaron Rodgers, he kind of fell off. He kind of lost his steam as being in that GOAT kind of conversation or, one of the GOATs because he doesn't really win much. The thing between Aaron Rodgers and Patrick Mahomes is I think Patrick Mahomes has a lot better organization as far as putting the proper players around him and the proper coaching staff around him to win. Aaron Rodgers, not so much. Aaron Rodgers' defense has been historically just bad in the playoffs. We've seen it with Carson Palmer and so many other quarterbacks coming and light the Packers up. Eli Manning in 2011 came in and lit the Packers defense up. So I think that's been pretty much the difference. But it's really a toss-up. Who's the actual better quarterback? If Aaron Rodgers was on the Chiefs, would he be putting up Mahomes kind of stats? I think he would. I think a couple of quarterbacks would. But that's not really the debate because Aaron Rodgers is still in Green Bay. So when you look at 2020, the Packers are, I think, 10-3, and the Chiefs are 12-1. So the Chiefs they've been on a long streak. They lost to the Raiders. And other than that, they've been pretty much perfect. They've had a couple of bumps, but you never really feel like they're going to lose. Mahomes is incredible. His record is incredible so far since he's been in the NFL. He's only lost to, Tom Brady a couple times. Jared Goff, he has some quality, if you want to say it, he's had like quality losses. Somewhat like Lamar Jackson, he's kind of come back to earth this year, but Patrick Mahomes over his career is usually coming out on top as a winner. Same thing with Aaron Rodgers, but he's had one bad game this year against the Buccaneers where he looked like a horrible, horrible player. And that kind of has to be factored into this MVP conversation. But when you look at their stats, Aaron Rodgers is completing like 69.6, so basically 70% of his passes, 39 touchdowns, and I think 3 or 4 interceptions. And then Mahomes has got 33 touchdowns and 5 interceptions. So both quarterbacks having really good years. And it really is just going to come down to, can Aaron Rodgers somehow, with 3 games left, I'm pretty sure, can he somehow hit that 50 touchdown marker, because if he does that, if he gets 11 touchdowns in the next 3 weeks, I think he's got MVP wrapped up, because when a quarterback passes that 50 mark, it's usually, signed, sealed, and delivered that it's their award to win. It's wrapped up at that point. And then if Mahomes can kind of put together some kind of streak where he makes it, I'm within, 3-4 touchdowns of Aaron Rodgers at the end of the season. If he can do that and he's got the better record, then it kind of makes things hazy. But for right now, I would say that Aaron Rodgers is in the lead. But you have to also give credit to Mahomes having a better record. And Mahomes hasn't had a game. He's had games where he's thrown interceptions, but he hasn't had games where he just got locked down and just shut out like Aaron Rodgers did against the Buccaneers. So it's a big debate. Both of these quarterbacks are going to be considered, among the most entertaining quarterbacks, among the most talented quarterbacks. But who's going to win MVP this season? Let me know what you think down in the comments. So if you made it this deep into the video, I'm calling you a D6 Squad member. If you're a D6 Squad member, you got to hit that subscribe button. You got to turn on that notification bell. And listen, I make all kinds of content for NFL teams. So if you're not a Giants fan, don't worry. I'll cover your team. If I'm not covering your team, let me know. And have a good one.